welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for deciding to click on today's video. We are going to be reviewing the Physicians Formula Casay Holmes Butter Collection. This just launched from Physicians Formula, and I'm going to be testing it out in today's video. So it's kind of going to be like a first impressions review style video. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started. My doorstep today, and I was really excited to test it out, to try it out. I really love these bundle sets. They actually came out with one last year. It was like last year, I believe, last summer, that they came out with these right here, which are the little sets. So actually inside of this one, you got 4 different full-size products, and then you also got this little fragrance right here too. So in this one, you got the bronzer, the blush, and then 2 highlighters. Had these available in 2 different shades, so I know I had a light to medium and then a dark to deep one. And then this bundle here, this is a newer bundle that is in collaboration with Casay Holmes. She is a YouTuber here on YouTube, and so they came out with this bundle set right here, which is really pretty. It's a lot larger than the other set. So inside of here, you are actually getting 3 full-size face products, and then you're actually getting eyeshadows in here, which I think is really cool. So you have in here a bronzer, a blush, a highlight, 4 different eyeshadows, a lip product, and the fragrance. So this is actually a really, really nice set. It is $19.95. You can get it exclusively at Ulta and also on the Physicians Formula website. I believe this is going to be a limited edition. So in the palette, you have exclusive shades that she did create herself. So the one she created was the highlighter shade. Also, all of the eye colors in here. This is their butter formula, which is my first time trying it out actually in today's video. I did really like it. You guys will see when I do the tutorial. And then she also created her own lip shade. The fragrance and then the blush and the bronzer are also like returning items, so those are available on their own. But these are the ones that are special, the highlight, the eyeshadows, and the lip color that are special to this kit. I really like the fact that you have like a full face in here. I like the fact that you have the eyeshadows in this one as opposed to the other one. This fragrance smells so good. If you guys like the smell of the butter products, you're going to absolutely love this. You do also get a full-size butter lip cream in here as well in an exclusive shade. I think the packaging is really cute on this, how they have her picture here, and then she also has 2 different eye looks that she's kind of showing you how to create. So you have a daytime look and then a nighttime look, which I think is really cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all of the shades, and then we will move on to the tutorial. So here are the swatches from the face side. So you have the bronzer, the blush, and the highlighting shade. The blush does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's nothing like overpowering, especially on the face. I really didn't notice it. The highlight is a little bit glittery, but I think it's so, so pretty. And then you have the bronzer, which actually worked pretty well on me. I was worried with it being like the deeper bronzer that it wouldn't work well, but I feel like it was really easy to blend out with just like a soft hand. So here are all 4 of the eyeshadows. So you do get the 3 mattes and then the 1 shimmer, and then I also swatched the lip color there at the end. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to the tutorial. So I am first gonna go in with the eye color. So you do get 4 different eyeshadows in this palette, and it looks like you can create like a pretty much either like a neutral look with using like these 2, like an all matte look, or you can just pop this shimmer. That is the only shimmer in this little bundle, so keep that in mind. But I'm gonna go in with the shade first, which is Do Not Disturb, and that one is just like an all over like bone shade, and I'm just gonna use that shade all over my lid. I did apply some concealer, so I'm kind of just going to use this just to set the entire lid a little bit. So I'm just going to work my way down in the color. So I'm next going to go in with this one, then this one, and then we'll use this as our shimmer. So I am going to take the next shade, which is called No Filter, and I'm going to dust a little bit of that shade into my crease. These do seem a little bit powdery, nothing too bad, but just make sure you like tap off your excess on your brush. I'm going to stamp that and then go ahead and blend it into my crease. This seems like a really nice formula, and it's seeming to blend out nicely on the eye area. It's a really pretty shade actually. All right, so I'm next gonna take this tiny little blending brush here. This is the Luxie 121, and I'm gonna go into Tropic Like It's Hot, and I am going to just deepen up the crease a bit. I'm just going in with this smaller brush, just to make sure we kind of just get it into our little crease fold right here. That's definitely more of like a reddish, like kind of like a burnt orange shade. I think it looks nicely with the other one. It's really just like a way deeper version of the first shade we went in with, but again, it seems to be blending out nicely, and you don't have to use a lot of products. These are definitely very pigmented. I really just went in the one time and we've applied this much, like compared to the other side. They're definitely really pigmented and have a lot of color payoff. So now that that shade is all blended, we're going to move on to the green shimmer shade, which I'm really excited about. So this is called Pom Pom, and I'm going to be using my MAC 242 brush. I'm first going to try it without wetting it just to see how it applies on the eyes, and then if I need to, I will add a little bit of Fix Plus. It's looking pigmented, but I think I do want to add a little bit of Fix Plus just to make it a little bit more like foiled. I bet it would be applied really nicely with your finger as well if you wanted to go in like with your finger. I bet that would look really pretty, but I am just going to use a brush because I don't really want to get this green all over my finger. So I'm just going to apply it all over the lid, and it definitely looks a bit more pigmented, a lot more pigmented actually, when you wet your brush. I'm not really getting any fallout with it as well. I do want to make note of that. I don't really see any like green specks on my eye at all, so I'm kind of going to end it here. I think I just kind of want to round it out a little bit so we have kind of like a really pretty eye look. I really like these colors together. I think they complement each other really nicely. So here's the eye look. I'm going to actually go ahead and spread some of that first shade on our lower lash line, kind of smoke it out quite a bit. I'm going to leave the inner corner portion empty though, so I can apply, I think I'm going to apply the highlight there. So again, I'm just kind of connecting this with the shade up here and really smoking it out. For lashes, I'm going to be going in with the So Extra Miami Lashes from Lily Lashes. My favorite lash glue to use is the one from House of Lashes. I always get you guys asking for lash tutorials or if I can show me applying my lashes. So I'm going to try and do it in today's video. So I just apply a nice coat of glue to my lashes, and then I normally let them sit there, I don't know, I'd say about 60 seconds or so for the glue to get tacky. So I always start with the one that I want to apply first. So I normally start with this eye and then I will move on to the other eye. So I always apply that glue first and just a nice little layer of it. And then like I said, I just set them aside for like 60 seconds. And then for applying them, I actually don't put on mascara first. I put it on after. I find that personally just easier for me to like put on the lash. So now that they've been sitting there a minute, I am going to pick them up on my tweezers. So I sometimes use my fingers or I use tweezers, but today I'm just going to use my tweezers. And I always look down into my mirror and then I just apply them. I make sure I match them up to where I want them to be, and then I apply them to my eye here. Kind of apply it in the middle first just to let it stick, and then I'll go ahead and apply the inner corner and then the outer corner. So once I place it on my eye, I leave it sit there a minute. That way the glue can set in, like once I have it to where I want it, before I apply mascara or do anything else, because if you move it around, the glue will not set. So again, I just pop it on, grab the inner corner, apply the inner corner, and then I go ahead and grab the outer edge here and apply that where I want it as well. So I normally leave them alone for like another 60 seconds or so, and then I'll apply my mascara after, and I just use whatever mascara I have at the time open, and then I just kind of blend them together with using the mascara. And then I just take my tweezers again once the mascara is on, and I kind of just pull them together with my false lash. That way they kind of band together, because the mascara is tacky, so since it's sticky, it's going to stick right to the lashes. Alright, so now that those are on, we're going to move on to the face products, which I'm really excited about from the collection. So we're going to go in with the bronzer. This is the deep bronzer. So I typically use the medium one when I am using the butter bronzers, but we're going to try this out. I'm just going to go really light-handed with it, yeah, because it's a pretty dark shade. I do feel like this will work on a lot of skin tones, and even if you are more fair, like I said, I'm just going in with a super light hand, and I don't think that it looks like too heavy on my skin tone. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the blush shade. This is called Copper Cabana, and it does have a little bit of shimmer in it, so I'm just going to go in again with a light hand. I'm using my brush here from Shayna B, and I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheek and then work my way up. On the cheeks, I feel like it has a little bit of shimmer, but when I look like up close, I can't really see it. It looks more like matte almost. Alright, so now I'm excited. We're going to go in with the highlight. This is called Just Peachy, and we are going to apply that on the cheekbones. This is definitely a very glittery highlight. I feel like there's a lot of glitter in this one. Like you can see how much glitter is kind of coming off. I don't normally love like glittery highlights. They're not always my favorite. I just feel like they kind of emphasize like your texture and they just don't look like the smoothest on your skin. But I feel like that one actually looks really pretty. Just like when you look closer up, you can see a lot of glitter, but further away, like on the camera, I don't think it looks bad. I really like that on the inner corner. I think it's really making my eyes pop. Super pretty. I really, really like that. And it looks pretty on the skin, like I was saying. I think it's really, really nice. It's just a little bit too glittery for my liking, but I do think it's really pretty. So now we're going to move on to the lip shade, and I've actually never tried out this formula before, so I'm excited to try it out. So this is called the Pop of Bubbly, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my lips. I feel like this formula is different. Like it's kind of like melting, like you can see here, like it's kind of melting the lip product a little. So it feels really nourishing on the lips. It has a little bit of glisten in it. I feel like this is really emphasizing like all my dryness in my lips. It is a pretty color though. I just don't know that like right now this looks the best on me. I would probably apply this over something else. And then we also have the fragrance, which we might as well spray a little bit of this. I already know I love the smell of this. I think it's so nice. Literally just smells like just like the butter products. It's so, so good. Okay, and here is the final look using all of the products. I really, really like the eye look. I think it's super pretty. I love the way that this came out. I am not the biggest fan of the lip color. Like I said, I feel like it's really emphasizing all my lines and like it doesn't look the most flattering on my lips. So I would more or less use that as like a topper, maybe over like another lip gloss just to give a little bit of sheen. And then the highlights, it is kind of growing on me. It's a little bit glittery, like you can tell that it's kind of like emphasizing this texture here. I feel like for some reason it feels a little more glittery than the normal butter like highlights. I don't know if that's just maybe something she added, like a little bit more glitter to it, but it's so pretty on the inner corner. I love the bronzer shade, and also the blush is really pretty. I think the eyeshadows alone were great quality, and to also get full-size face products for only $20 is so good. Even if I don't love the lip, I just feel like even take away the lip, I think that this is a really, really good bundle. So I definitely approve it. I think it's really nice. I will continue to use it for sure. Let me know down below if you guys are planning on picking up this collaboration. Are you excited? Is Casay Holmes your favorite? Let me know down in the comment section. Give this one a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you guys go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.